video, I'm going to show you how to make the most out of your veggies that may be going a little south in your refrigerator. And we want to get the most bang for our buck. So what can we do with those veggies? I like to keep my veggies chopped up and ready to go, in the refrigerator, so that when I want to make something like a quick stir fry or use them in a salad, then I don't have to take time to prep. And if I have not done that, let's say, and my veggies are kind of going south, I'll just take just a little bit of time to chop all those up and use them in things like a stir fry. That's what I'm going to show you right now. So I have some chopped veggies here, and I'll tell you what all I have in just a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and get this going. This is some ghee, and you can refer to the video where I talked about butter versus ghee. This is basically clarified butter. I'm going to use probably about a tablespoon here and just get it melted on my griddle here. Now this totally works in a skillet, a cast iron skillet. You could even make this in a wok if you wanted to. It's really just stir-fried veggies. So whatever works for you, get that melted on there. If you don't have ghee, olive oil will work great. What I have here is just some onions, some zucchini, some celery, and also some peppers. I'm just going to throw all of that right on and just kind of get it coated in that fat from the ghee so that everything kind of sautés up really nice. Now what I've done with my other veggies is I've just put some of them in a glass container and some in plastic bags. It really just depends on what I'm grabbing for. So either one will totally work, but just for quick storage and easy storage in the fridge. Now I'm going to saute this for a few minutes. I'm going to add some salt and some pepper to that. And these vegetables, this is great sometimes I'll top these with an egg. In fact, this is often what I eat in the mornings for breakfast. Usually I'll have some kale in here, but I'll often eat some sauteed veggies topped with an egg and a little bit of hot sauce. Now that is so delicious and such a really nutritious way to start the day. You've got your protein and your vitamins and minerals and fiber from your veggies. So that works out really well. I have this over probably about a medium heat, I would say. So I'm going to kind of let that get browned up. Now, another thing that I'm going to add to this that maybe sounds kind of funny to you is some walnuts. And I'm going to let the walnuts get really toasted on here. So let me go ahead and drop those right on. And get those kind of sauteed or, kind of mixed in that fat there and sauteed up. Okay, I've been sauteing my vegetables for about 3 or 4 minutes. One of the last things I'm going to add is some freshly grated ginger and garlic. Now, I like to add these right at the end so that they don't burn easily. And I still have enough fat from that ghee on here, maybe a little bit more, but what I like to do sometimes if I'm adding a little bit more, but I don't want to put a whole nother tablespoon or teaspoon of the ghee, I'll just take this is actually some avocado spray, just like a cooking spray, and just spray a little bit, just to moisten it a little bit more if I feel like I need that. Now, because I'm using the ginger and the garlic, I did want to give you another tip, especially with the ginger. Something that goes really well and is super delicious with ginger is sesame oil. Now this may be an ingredient that you're not used to having around or have not ever used or cooked with, but it will take, again, your dishes to another level. Things like stir fries, especially fried rice, is delicious with a little bit of sesame oil. Now, sesame oil is not like your standard, olive oil or oils like that you think about cooking with. We don't typically use a lot of it because it is extremely strong and flavorful. So you really only need a very small amount in most of your dishes. And this is not an oil that you would ever really cook something in, as far as sauteing a lot of vegetables or meat or anything like that. And it's really more of a finishing oil, or to saute. You could saute vegetables like this in just a very small amount. So this is what it looks like. I like to buy the toasted sesame oil. Just, again, another depth of flavor. And what I'll do right at the end is just a very small drizzle. I mean, that is really it. That is all you need, is just that teeny tiny amount for that added delicious bump of flavor. I mentioned using this little mixture here as a bed for an egg. I love an over medium egg with this. It's super delicious. But another thing that you could do is top a sweet potato. If you had like a leftover sweet potato that you roasted, this would be delicious. This would be great as just a side dish to maybe some grilled chicken or some roasted chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and take this up. Just put it in my bowl right here. And I'll show you what this looks like, give you a little bit of a closer look in just a minute. But these veggies, they're going to fill us up because we have the fiber there. And the nuts and the oils that we've used, we have that good, healthy fat. That's going to help us, stay satisfied, stay full. And if we top it with an egg, we've got our protein. So we're good to go. We've got fiber, healthy fat, and protein, which is really what you need to stay satisfied and, fuller, longer. This is what it looks like. Isn't that yummy looking? Try this. Great way, even if your veggies aren't going bad, this is an excellent way to get some more veggies in a little bit of a different way. We'll see you on the next episode of Kitchen Coaching.